This is StiltzkinKupo84 with Cat and Fam Gamer TV. I'm going to show you some stuff about the Bazaar. Now, first off, this guy Biscotti, I like him because, you know, when I was little, I used to have a cousin called Spaghetti, Biscotti, and I mean it's cool. I get the old time feel. So, here's something that you want to know about Bazaar, about selling loot and having Bazaar items and stuff. Basically, never sell the last 15 of something. There are two Bazaar recipes in here that require you to sell 15 of something, and there's one recipe that requires 33 of something. But I can tell you that you're pretty much good. Other recipes pretty much want 10 of something, maybe 12 of something, maybe 9 of something. So as long as you don't sell more than 15 of something, you're pretty much going to have everything you need. So that dark crystal, we want 15 of those saved up. And then for the Windwalkers, you need the Hermes sandals. That would be 33 Geisel Greens and 15 Arcana. So Geisel Greens, Arcana, and dark crystals we want more than 15 of. We want 15 or more of. So basically you can sell anything that you have more than 15 of. Like these small feathers, you sell 3 of them, and it's a Bazaar item. Tail of the Phoenix. So that's 400 gil down the chute there. So we'll sell... Let's try to sell 3 more of them, small feathers. Pretty much nothing happens. So that's a one-time use. So I don't think small feathers get used very often in the game. So like Windstone and Wolf Pelt will give us a Bazaar item. Oh shoot. Maybe not. What was it that gave me a Bazaar item? The unassuming leathers. I could have sworn that was it. Huh. Unassuming surcoat. Oh, that was an Earthstone and 2 wolf pelts. Okay. So, let's sell an Earthstone. Ooh, I only had 1. And 2 wolf pelts. Okay, so we got that Bazaar item, the unassuming surcoat. And that's just basically chromed leathers. That's what we already had. It's not that great. So I've pretty much sold everything I want to sell right now. Could probably sell these small feathers too. So with that, I'm gonna go buy my gambits that I want. Now, what we want to do is get a bunch of these 70s here, because I don't have enough. I've already went back and sold all of my loot to see if I had enough loot to sell to be able to get all these gambits, and I don't. It won't be possible. So what I want to do is steer away from the 300s, and I want to get a lot of these faux gambits. for 70. Now I also want to get faux HP gambits, and I'm pretty much worried about the less than gambits. There's some of these stragglers here, I'll just clear them out just so I, you know, have a lot of these. Now, faux status, petrify and stuff like this, these are not that important because we don't have any jobs, so it's stupid to think, well, it's not productive to think that we'll have access to all of these negative statuses for foes, but what are good and productive to have is faux status protect, because we've seen the neckbat, the rare enemy, it has some of these. I've seen one with protect, we saw one with bravery, we saw one with faith. So a lot of these enemies have some of these good status effects on them. So it's good to be able to have some of this stuff. We want faux status HP critical for sure. We want fire weak or vulnerable, but we have vulnerable, and vulnerable is already more useful, so we don't want the weak right here. We may want a couple of $300 priced guild price items. But what we want is, you know, so we got the ally lowest HP, strongest weapon, lowest defense, this stuff. We got some stragglers here. We'll clean up just for completion so that we have a full range of all our ally statuses on HP and MP. So ally status KO, these negative ally statuses are good. If it was good to have the positive enemy statuses, then it's good to have the negative ally statuses, because in the beginning of the game, that's pretty much what they do, is they put statuses on us, and we don't get to put any statuses on them. And they put all the good statuses on themselves, and we don't get to put any good status on ourselves. So, so we've gone into just a couple of good statuses, I guess. Ally status oil. Oh, so reverse would have been the first. Would have been the first good one? No. So we're gonna buy all these, because if we're disabled or immobilized, we're gonna want to have gambits against these. We're also gonna buy lure, which would have been the first good one. I think we're going to want Berserk 2 and Bubble. I'm going to clean these out for completion here. So we have all these self-status, and those are sort of like for backup because we already have ally status. Self-status is really not as important, so we could buy those later. We don't really want those right now. It's sort of redundant, and it's a specialized niche type of a thing. So what we want a self-item amount 10 or greater. We definitely want this. Or do we want an ally item amount 10 or greater? That could be up here too. Yes. Okay, so I did say that we wanted ally foes present type of a thing, but I guess we want to be a little bit smarter. We want to buy something that's going to be really... So So we have foe 2 and 3 present. That might make a lot more sense for us to have. Foe character MP, foe character HP equals 100%. We want character HP is less than... Oh, we have less than 10 already. Do we want less than 30? Because of the balance cheese that I want to use for Larsa. Foe status. We got flying, right? Oh, so we can get nearest and furthest. Okay, and then we have one more chance at something big. Full character status blind is good if you have the sight unseeing gambit. Character HP is less than 30. That would be a good one to have. And then so 2 and 3 allies present would have also been good to have. What is the... Oh, okay, so no, because that's foe +5 foes present. Those are the good ones to have. 2 plus allies present, 3 plus allies present is kind of weird. So I'll get this character HP minus below 30%, and we'll use that on Lamont here. So we'll get gambits set up. Foe should have flying now. Foe flying. Then we should also have... Let's see. I don't think we need Kira at the moment. Poisona Blindna, we're gonna do foe character HP less than 30%, and we're gonna do balance. That'll be good. Kira, let's see. Well, we have party leader's targets, so that's good enough, I think. Gambits. What are our gambits on our current people? 100%. Party leader's target. First aid, party leader's target. Cure, party leader's target. Do we have anything better for her? Blind, no, we have. Fire, thunder. But we don't really have good gambits for these people. We don't have enough. So we're going to do lowest HP, actually. Party leader's target. And I think I'm taking off first aid. I don't think that first aid really helps us that much anymore, so we're gonna do foe. Well, come on now. How are we supposed to get off of? Okay, so we'll go to here. We'll do a foe gambit. Lowest HP. We'll do attack. And we'll pet that after a party leader target. And now we have our Cure. Okay, we're good. Does Fran have a steel? Seem to remember she has steel. Libra could be useful. Who else has Libra? Anybody? Nope. Wait, I was checking the wrong thing. Okay, so Bosch does have steel. And Libra, so Van is not the only one with steel. Steel, Libra, and first aid are something that oh, you know what? I think nope, I think I was wrong. Steel is something that only Balthier and Van have. Yeah, Bosch doesn't have any of these. So, Balthier and Fran and Bosch might actually be my best party right now. I can have Balthier be my, my stealer. Okay, and then I will have Bosch in the party. Then we'll be doing pretty good. Because I think Bosch hurts more. He is the tank in our group right now. Van is really not. Van is kind of sucking. Matter of fact, we can take Goddess Magicite off him. And then we'll give it to Bosch because after all, he needs more defense and magic resist. Oh, or just magic resist. He doesn't need any MP, so ha. Now we have a good tank in Bosch. And we have no money. Alright, are you ready for some football? Well, that's not what we're gonna play, so... Oh, I want Bosch to be the leader. Alright. Is there a treasure back here? Nope. So this first time through the Lusu Caves is not going to be that bad. Mainly because there are some enemies that appear here later that aren't anywhere to be found right now. There's a Slaven type of an enemy, which we saw in the Ester Sand with the 2 legs, and he likes to stomp around this area normally, and he won't be doing that on our first run through. Now there's a zombie over here. And we're going to have so many bone fragments that we're not going to know what to do with them before long. Aquara Moat. Well, it's good to have AoE, even if that doesn't quite satisfy any of the enemy weaknesses coming up. Oh, we couldn't get to him before he cast Protect. That's a shame. So I'd much rather have Balthier do the stealing, because his gun doesn't do that high damage anyway. Guns are low power. They're consistent damage because their damage can't be mitigated by a defense stat that ignores defense. But at the same time, the attack is not very great, which is what keeps it balanced. Did one of my allies just go chasing after that skeleton down there? Yeah, he's trying to steal from it. Okay, Balthier. Why is Balthier not attacking after the stealing is over? That's what I want to know. Your gambits are set up correctly. I don't know what your problem is with attacking after you have been finished stealing from somebody. Okay, well he's setting up an attack. Maybe it's just that he's a slow attacker and he never gets an attack off because it takes too long. Okay. Take this iron and we'll throw this switch. Hey man. Oh, I don't have anybody with Libra. So explosion traps are still gonna harm us, and they're still gonna be hard to find. Unless, does anybody have Libra? Nobody has Libra. Nope, no dice. Wonder if good old Lamont here has Libra. No, but he has first aid. Shades of Black and Balance are probably our best options for him right now. Well, anyhow. Hey, I wonder how I missed that the first time around. Let's fight this stealing here. Surprise attack. Okay, so this span is going to be hard to make our way through, and there will be traps and stuff down here in the side tunnels. And there will be booby traps too along the way, so I'm trying not to go down there unless I see, like, ooh, we had another explosion trap right there. Oh, that's crazy. So it's nuts. We can't do any we can't even equip any bangles here. Oh, because we don't have any. I didn't buy any. I wonder who has bangles. I don't know if anybody has accessory 1. But that's the license that you need to equip a bangle. And that's why I don't want to go on those side paths right now, because they're just riddled with traps. And there were some on the main floor that we've run into already, and those are a bit more sparse than what's on the side rails. So just gonna go ahead and run along here. I expected a lot more enemies on the span of the bridge. We're not seeing quite the spawn rate that these spans are legendary for. I wonder if they dumbed it down because of you know, this being our first time through with the narrative, and because of my levels, probably. It's possible either one of those had something to do with it. Don't see any urns down there. Okay. Now we'll just skirt around here. Leather headgear, good. I don't think anybody can wear it though, but it's a good thing we got it. I'll make sure real quick if nobody can wear it. Yeah, that's a premium item right now. There's only one span here. I still don't like it. I still am afraid of going down there. Now here's a spawn rate. We're getting multiple enemies and we're not even that far down the bridge. It's going to be harder to navigate. We're going to be in for a bunch of slogs here. Oh no, I triggered another enemy, and now all the enemies that we're targeting have Protect on. See, they have a gambit that you can do if you want to target an enemy that has Protect. But they don't have a target that you can do if an enemy does not have Protect. Like, I wish I had a gambit that just said, enemy no Protect, then kill. Dang, Bosch is dead. So we gotta give a Phoenix down to Bosch. Come on, Lamont, cure me up here, buddy. Fran's not curing very well. Oh, you know what? Balthier's gambit needs to stop. So we're not fighting at full strength right now. That's probably why we're getting creamed. To at least have somebody almost dead before I spawn the next skeleton. It's alright now because this one's not protected, so it'll go down faster. At least there's that. Come on, dude, go down. Did all this talking about how it's going to go down faster, and then, of course... Now, this is a game of football. The enemies are trying to get us to back down this bridge, and I'm going to try to push them back up the bridge. Because we've spawned these enemies farther up the bridge, and now, if we try to go up the bridge again, then it may try to respawn those enemies back for us. So, and we don't want that. So we want to we want to hold our ground. We're basically just going to be moving the width of the bridge, and we don't want to be moving the length of the bridge at all, if we can help it. Cure me up, buddy. What are our healing gambits set at? Because I'm getting pretty heavily damaged here before anybody wants to come to my aid. We'll do 70. We'll do 70% on Larsa. And we could actually back down to 50% on Fran, because she's got a smaller magic pool. Ooh, actually, Lamont is running on a magic too. So this may not be good. This could hurt in the future. Especially after I just sold 50 potions. Now we're inching our way back down the bridge, but at least we're not... At least it's not targeting somebody who's in the back of our party, per se. We're gaining levels, this is good. Oh, see, now we backed up again, and now there's another skeleton over there who wants some. I'm trying not to get pulled into all these extra battles here. Fran, get over here. Alright, let's kill this guy. Be done with it, because we're almost all the way up the bridge. Dang it, we get another spawn up there. Wow, these spawns just keep coming. See what I'm saying, guys? I mean, these are the spawn rates. And somebody spawned behind us? No way, bro. Our healer's down. I'm running. Took one of our healers down. Nope. No more. Oh, boy. That was rough. Got a Phoenix down here. Let Fran heal herself a little bit. Gang up on this guy. Hopefully before his buddy sees us. We can bring this gambit back, because it will still need to get items somehow, and we're less dense here with monster population. Alright, let's explore this up here. Ooh, no, an explosion trap. Somebody heal me. Thank you. Wow, having Libra is pretty bad. Or I mean, not having Libra is pretty bad. We got a serpent rod. That was very lucky. That was a very lucky item. Because normally that's like Gil or something. Or a potion at the most. Now I don't have to farm that location for treasure. That's good. And the serpent rod still is something I won't be using in this playthrough, but it's good to have it. It's a weaker rod, and it boosts a certain element that I don't think everybody will use immediately. And it's also in a location that we can return to over and over again. So the serpent rod does the ice element, so actually might work against Ifrit, aside from the fact that we're not actually going to be learning any jobs or, you know, getting any licenses until after Ifrit. So it's useful in a boss fight that's not useful for our purposes. Wow, we're getting a lot of treasure here. All three of those don't normally spawn in that area. So here's a cinematic.
This is what I came here to see.
What's that?
It's nethicite. Manufactured nethicite.
Nethicite?
Unlike regular magicite, nethicite absorbs magical energy. This is the fruit of research into the manufacture of nethicite. All at the hands of the Draclaw Laboratory. So this is where they're getting the magicite.
Errand all attended to, then?
Thank you. I'll repay you shortly.
No, you'll repay us now. We have too much on our hands to go on holding yours. So, where did you hear this fairy tale about nethicite? And where did you get that sample you carry? What do you know about the Draclaw Laboratories? Tell me, who are you?
Balthier?
You kept us waiting, Balthier! You
Oh, things are getting real.
We missed you!
And now they're getting even more real.
To know this boy. The whole affair has a smell of money about it. I may have to wet my beak a little.
Keep your snout in the trough where it belongs. This thinking ill befits you, Begamnon.
Balthier! Too long have I gone unpaid. I'll carve my bounty out of that boy.
Where's Penello? We're taking her back.
The girl? Why keep the bait when you've landed the fish? We cut her loose on the way here and then off she ran crying like a babe.
Hey!
Wow, I wish that worked real. I wish that worked that well in real life.
Wait up!
We'll
Like
not
he
be
threw
able to
his
take them all.
nethicite,
Fight
hit
till
him
we
in the
must,
face
leave the
with it,
rest.
grabbed it off the ground. That was really fast. So we're gonna be running. We stand no chance against this gang of people here. There's no possible way that I will be staying around. And my, are they catching up fast. Somebody's on our tail and running really fast. We're not gaining any ground on them. I'm not even turning around to look to see who it is. At this point, I mean, it could be any one of them and I wouldn't care. Now, I didn't stand and fight them on this bridge with all these skeletons spawning. That would be the worst. When I fought them the first time, I kept them in that little room up there where there were no enemies anymore. And that's where I fought them at. Now, we're not taking that side tunnel because there are explosive traps in there. So, avoid those. Avoid that section until you can get a person with Libra on. Libra will reveal the traps that are invisible. They'll show up as like purple, pink little spires, like a circle on the ground with a trailer coming up off of it. Oh man, they can't even catch us really. I mean, they're really close a whole bunch of times.
It would not seem they follow. We've lost them.
Much more running about with Bunga at my heels, and I'm apt to give up sky pirating altogether.
So they didn't follow us across there? Why not? Is the answer just because they wanted us to slow down and fight our way out of here from here on out? I mean, shoot. Oh, we don't have Lamont anymore. I think I already spoiled his name. It's Larsa. Whatever his name is, we don't have him anymore. That's sad. I guess I'll change this Gambit back for Fran, because we need a healer at 70%. Okay. And there's the walker over there that I was referencing on the way in. I guess he'll be there on the way out. So all of the journey that we just made will be back here. It's not like we're never coming back. It's not even as if we're not coming back within the scope of the narrative. We'll have a narrative reason to come back here. Now these bats are flying creatures, and I have flying Shades of Black Gambit equipped, but for some reason, I guess because they don't fly high enough off the ground, they don't register as flying creatures. I don't know what they register as, hovering or what, but bats don't incur Shades of Black when you put a Gambit of faux flying on. I kind of wanted a loot drop off of that guy because it's the only one of him that we've killed. We've got a bunch of bat fangs by now. All right. So we're going to do another story section of the game.
I see you've been out walking without the company of your cortege, Lord Larsa. We caught her wandering out of the mines. You must take care with such undesirables about.
I was kidnapped.
Silence!
If it is a crime to wander on one's own, then I too am guilty. Marquis, I trust that your estate can accommodate another guest.
Why not?
Judge Geese, I shall heed your counsel. I will not travel unaccompanied any longer.
That was unexpected.
Thank you, Penello.
Of course.
What's Penello
Larsa
doing?
needs a chaperone.
And what's the deal with that Lamont?
That's no Lamont. Larsa Ferina Solidor, fourth son to Emperor Gramis and brother to Vane.
What? That kid?
Do not worry.
Yep,
I
Althea
believe
figured it
he will
out.
treat her well.
Nobody knows men like Franders.
Our purposes lead the same way. To Ondor. We must find means to approach him.
The Marquis is channeling money to organizations opposing the Empire. We'll start there.
Okay. Alright, let's see. We've got... Oh, another cutscene.
Marquis Ondor announced my execution 2 years ago. If news of my survival were to spread, the Marquis may find his position compromised.
The men he's been funding bear little love for the Empire. They won't be thrilled to discover that rumors of your death were, in fact, greatly exaggerated. If we were to raise a clamor to that effect, we might just get their attention.
Nothing to it. I'll just go around town spreading the word. How about this?
And this is the worst minigame in the entire game of Final Fantasy XII.
I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca.
Okay. Many problems with this.
Well, what do you
Many
think?
problems. First of all, it's obvious that this 15-year-old boy
All right,
is
Vaughn,
not
get
Captain
to it.
Bosch von
For the
Ronsenberg
girls' sake, eh? Oh, and the more people around to witness your little performance,
of
the
Dalmasca.
better. If we're going to reach the Marquis, it's up to you. We'll be
And
waiting here if you need us.
Captain Bosch is standing right there, so anybody who knows anything about Captain Bosch would know this. Now, I guess Bosch isn't going to follow us, but Bosch is still in the same city. And he's not even laying low. He's standing out in the middle, wide open, you know, on the path to the mines, where people in the city actually go to work. So, Bosch doesn't want it to be known that he's alive.
I'm Captain Bosch.
No one heeds my words, so I have to raise notoriety, and I have to have
Bosch
a
lives.
time span. And we can't say anything in front of these guys. There's certain people that we can't say
Don't
anything
listen
in
to
front of.
Andor's lies. Bosch lives.
Okay, no one's heeding my words. What
I'm
the heck?
Captain Bosch.
Why is
I'm
nobody
Captain
listening
Bosch
to me?
von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca.
Okay, so
I'm Captain Bosch.
oh, so am I just not standing close enough to these people? Is that it? Lies, exaggerations, and ossifications. Sainicas don't want to hear this. So we're going to...
I'm the Bosch von Ronsenberg.
So I lose all of my credibility. So I guess the Paragenas are the ones that you want to say
Don't listen to
something in
Andor's
front of?
lies.
So the Paragenas or whatever, these are the guys that you want to say something in front of. They are the most helpful to spread everything. So I'm going to be looking for more of those.
Bosch lives.
No one? Come on, man. Gonna go this way. Talk
I'm
to these
the
guys.
Bosch von Ronsenberg.
Okay, so back to problems
I'm
with
the
this
Bosch
theory.
von Ronsenberg.
Basically, he wants to make sure that nobody thinks he's alive. He wants to remain
I'm Captain
hidden.
Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca.
It's in Bosch's own interest if people just decide that he's dead, because you know, he's a dead man.
I'm Captain Bosch.
He doesn't have to hide from anyone. And now we got...
Don't listen to Ondor's lies.
This guy here saying, I'm Captain Bosch, and now people think that Bosch is alive.
Don't listen to Ondor's lies.
They'll look for him more. So it just doesn't make sense why Bosch would ever want to let this happen.
I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca. I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca. I'm the Bosch von Ronsenberg.
I'm getting 2% off of all these people.
Ronsenberg
It's
of
not
Dalmasca.
fast enough. I got 1% off of that person.
I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca.
Captain Rasmusberg alive? Merca, how come? That is to say preposterous. Okay, so I have one more Prajnavina or whatever to find. No, I want to testify.
Don't listen to Ondor's lies.
There we go. He's a Prajna, whatever. Alright, so we beat this terrible little minigame. The worst idea ever. You, boy, you will come with us. So these Prajna guys or whatever.
This is the one, Amaro. Says he's Captain Bosch, he does.
They know he's not Bosch.
He would sooner pass for the king.
I knew he weren't no captain. That was a mean trick to be playing.
If a trickery it ended, it would end well enough. But why this boy? And why Captain Ronsenberg? An explanation is due, and I will hear it. The Empire's hounds grow passing bold indeed.
A shame if they learnt the Marquis trafficked with the likes of you. Agents masquerading as guides, a hideout at the back of a tavern? Not exactly earning high marks for originality, are we?
Now you've done it.
So Bosch von Ronsenberg does yet live.
So, I mean, we found some agents working in the city that were masquerading as tour guides. It's just all preposterous at that
so
point.
Vaughn really is all right.
We're going along. Just so that we can go
I'd ever
along.
get to see him again.
You will join him soon. And until then, I shall see that you are kept from harm.
Thank you.
I am troubled. The Rabanastre Imperial Guard appear to have overstepped their bounds. I intend to speak on this with the Consul.
What?
Vane Solidor, the Consul, is my brother. The first duty of the Consul is to maintain order in Dalmasca. My brother is not one given to failure. Perhaps things aren't going as well as they might be, but give him a little time and he will put things to rights. Be not troubled. My brother is a remarkable man.
He frightens me.
Why?
I'm sorry. He is your brother. It's just, you don't understand how much we lost to the war. My friends, my parents.
So you fear the Empire?
This little boy doesn't understand fear.
Listen to me.
Or his own brother.
The men of my family, we are taught to place the needs of others before those of our own. I will see that you are kept from harm. It is my duty to House Solidor.
But how? How can I trust you?
Because I give you my word. My brother would do no less.
See, Larsa doesn't realize how much of a idiot his older brother actually is. Like, he's an evil scumbag, and he doesn't know yet.
To find you at the end of this tale? To see the Marquis's face when he learns of it.
I should like nothing more. I would meet him and see for myself.
How say you, my lord?
There is little to be said. I shall arrange a meeting with the Marquis. We shall expect you at the estate.
So, I mean, Vane is the end boss after all, so it's not like he can stay this silver-tongued politician for very long. Those lion-type people, are those Ronzo from Final Fantasy X? I looked it up once. I don't think they're Ronzo. I think there's actually a different name for that race in this game. But they look a lot more like Ronzo. Okay, so there's a Nighthawk available now. Blue Basilisk. So yeah, so we've we've come so far in the storyline that we now have another hunt out. We have to go to this petitioner. It's gonna be so much. So much. But yeah, if you don't fight that Wraith in Rabanastre, which I could have done, I probably would have done if I wasn't streaming and wanting to keep the videos short and quick. I probably should have done it. But if you don't do it while you can, then you'll lose the opportunity to get the hunt board at 0, and it'll be longer and longer before you get those grimoires to appear. Now we don't want to meet with the Marquis just yet, because we want to save. I want to end the video, and I want to see if there's any chance of me beating that Nighthawk. I remember him being a really powerful foe, even when leveled properly, and I don't think that I'll be able to fight it right now. But you know, it never hurts to try. So this trophy for exploring all the different areas in the game, this area here is often one of the ones that gets overlooked because there's really no need to go down here except for some side quests and stuff. So a lot of people will miss this part, and if you're going for the trophy and you're going out of your mind because you think you've looked everywhere, try here. I have quarreled with Amba, so I shall not go home a while. I am thinking. I do not care if she is worried. If you should meet her, please, Badra, do not tell her I am here, please. So yeah, fully exploring this part could be the difference between you getting that trophy and not. Yeah, I wouldn't lift heavy things with no railing. Just saying. Seems like a OSHA violation. I know my workers' rights. Let's see. We got a save crystal up here. Nighthawk is going to be a terrible hunt to try to get right now. Well, at least give it a good go so that I can show you why. And that'll be on the next video. So, thanks for watching. If you want to like or subscribe or hit the notification button, my daughter will appreciate all of the attention that we can bring to our shared channel here. And this has been StiltzkinKupo84 with Cat and Fangamer TV, signing out.